Hi, I was wondering if someone could help me with a Bible question I had.
Okay.
Well, I've heard some witnesses try to explain to me about the two classes system, about some other kind of Christians, kind of that most of the New Testament doesn't really apply to them, and they just get benefits by like associating with the Watchtower. Is that right?
I'm not sure where you heard that, but it doesn't sound correct.
Oh, because I saw some things in their publications also to that effect. You know, that your survival depends on your faith and association with the earthly part of Jehovah's universal organization. That's just a really long way to say the Watchtower, I think.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Your survival depends on that. Because otherwise you won't really get any benefits from the new covenant.
Well, yeah, I mean, association with I was talking about with our brothers and sisters worldwide with his earthly organization.
Right, the Jehovah's Witnesses, the Watchtower.
Well,
yeah,
the Watchtower.
So that's where they're getting that. You said you didn't know where they would get such a thing. But anyways, well...
I'm sorry, I think I just didn't understand the question at first.
Oh, okay. Well, so I was looking into it more, and, one verse I found, I was just wondering, how does this fit into it? It's Revelation 19:1. Have you ever seen it? They don't seem to reference it really too often in the publications. It says, this is the ESV, it says, after this I heard what seemed to be the loud voice of a great multitude, some versions say great crowd, in heaven, crying out, Hallelujah, salvation and glory and power belong to our God.
Yeah.
So who's this great crowd in heaven?
The great crowd in heaven?
Uh-huh. That's what it says.
Yeah, we believe that great crowd is the anointed ones, the 144,000 that God's chosen to.
No, the great crowd is the other people. Are you new?
No, I'm not.
I never heard any Jehovah's Witness say the great crowd is the anointed ones.
Yeah, I'd have to do some research on that.
Yeah, I mean,
I know the great crowd refers to the ones on Earth that will live on Earth, but
well, one of the other places they reference is in Revelation 7, right? They seem to be in heaven there too. I mean, if you read that whole passage, it's a heavenly scene, right? I don't get where they get in the earth in that passage either. You know, if a person was just to read it, you'd think, I mean, it says they're standing before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed in white robes.
Yeah, it does mention the 144,000 in that chapter too.
I didn't say it didn't mention them, but when you read starting from verse 9 where it talks about the great crowd.
Okay, there we go. Now I see.
Yeah. And this is really interesting too. I mean, like also, the great crowd is also said, I mean, the 144,000 is also said to be before the throne. So, like, they're saying it's a different before the throne.
Yeah, I'd have to personally do some research on that.
Yeah, the verse is 14:3, where the 144,000 are before the throne, and also in Revelation it says the angels, elders, seven spirits, and the crystal sea are also before the throne, and they interpret it as being in heaven in every other instance. So, that's real interesting. And then great crowd is the other people except where it says great crowd in heaven. So, you know, that's not a good way of Bible interpretation, is taking like your own ideas and then trying to, you know, adapt it to that idea, whatever ideas you already had. That's called like eisegesis. Have you ever heard that? Reading in. But we want to do exegesis. That's mean reading out, like what is the complete meaning and context without any idea that you already had, you know?
Well, yeah. Thanks for calling.
Yeah, a great website is called jwfacts.com, and thanks for talking to me about it.
Yeah, no problem.
God bless you. You too.